Anyway, it was nice to have those made. Now Hannah can put those new tie rods on, and we can start weaving finally.
Awesome. Awesome.
So
Awesome. Hi,
yeah.
Sherry.
Hi Sherry, glad you're here.
Glad you're here.
Oh,
My,
Tanya,
yes, ma'am.
I meant to tell you, and I forgot. I meant to tell you before we were on, but you've got Tuesdays labeled part 6, and it's really part 7.
Okay, I'm going to go fix that right now. Because if I don't, I'll forget it because I know how my brain is going.
Well, I understand. That's why I had to tell you right now because I would forget.
Yeah, if I don't fix stuff right now, things are just not. I mean,
Hi, Brittany.
I'm writing everything down I can think of to write down, and
Hi,
uh,
Beth. Hi,
all that
Julie.
kind of thing. But
Good to see you all. Yeah, write it down or do it now. Those are
yeah, yeah, it's just okay.
I had to
Well,
go to the
that and
store
it didn't.
twice
I
yesterday
bet I didn't
because
get
I
it put
forgot to
in.
write something down.
You what happened last Saturday?
I said yesterday I had to go to the store twice because
Oh,
something I really needed didn't get written on my list, and so I had to go back and get it later.
oh dear.
Hey, Barbara, Mina, good to see you.
Wow. Hello, Brittany and Beth and Sherry and Barbara and Julie and Mina and okay. I think that's everybody.
Well, I meant to get
um.
my little loom that I'm gonna
Mhm.
do. The scarf I showed y'all on Monday night.
Mhm.
I meant to get that one warped yesterday, and we had so much trouble with the getting the big one all. It had issues I didn't expect it to have, so I didn't get the little one warped yet. But I'm hoping to work on that tomorrow. So that'll be 2 of my 3 looms warped if I if I can get
Yay!
that done. So
Well, I still can't find my dining room, living room, and the studio looks worse every day. But my corner is still clean, which does give me, joy
some
to
hope.
have that one corner clean.
Some joy and some hope. Well,
Yes.
keep having my loom uncovered, it gives me the same joy because that's the only thing I've actually feel like I've actually accomplished.
Well, but see, yeah, it's an accomplishment, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I cleaned all the upper cabinets and the stove and range hood. I did not get the oven cleaned. Took all day to do the upper cabinets and the stove and range hood at mom's.
Oh
But
goodness.
I have never seen anything so filthy as that range hood, and it is clean now. It might not be pretty, but it's clean. So I had, and I'm going to tell you, okay, I'm kind of picky about what I clean with, but when it comes down to cleaning stuff like that, and it makes it get it, I have to be careful because it smells horrible. But they make this stuff called Awesome.
Yes, I've used it and it is awesome, but it does smell
It
horrible.
it smells horrible, and I came home with a pretty wicked headache, but nothing would have cut the stuff. I had degreaser from Stanley underneath the counter, and it didn't touch it like the Awesome did on that range hood. So that
Well, I'm sorry that it made you feel bad, and I know how that is, but I'm
but
glad it at least worked.
I was going to say it worked, and that's all that really matters when it comes right down to it. The fact that it worked. So
Well, welcome to the Tanya and Lisa show where we talk about real life while we pretend to do art.
yeah, that's it. Yep. Oh,
Oh, no, we're
oh, but
not
I have to.
pretending.
No, we're not. No, we're not pretending. But the paint at Mama's, oh man, it's made the house look totally different. The guys aren't done yet, but it's really making a difference. So,
Well, that's
okay,
good.
Yeah, it's very. I'm very pleased with how that part's going. The fact that they got to us sooner than he thought he might be able to, that even makes it better. So I don't like these scissors. I have to get the other scissors. Oh,
Well, I don't know where my little catalog that I've been using to put glue on stuff went.
uh-oh, did it hide?
I guess. I mean, I can't find it. And I know I didn't throw it away, so it's got to be here somewhere,
Oh, I've been
but
throwing
I don't
pieces
know.
of mine away to the point where I don't have much left. Hi, Mindy and Julie and Ida. I hope I said
Hi,
hello to
Mindy.
everybody.
Glad you're here.
We're glad you're all here. So glad, so glad, so glad. So don't forget to give Lisa a thumbs up.
Thanks, Tanya.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is that I need to go through and make sure that all of my uh, live streams for this and your live streams have the right playlist on them, because I realized that the one from the other day I hadn't put the playlist on.
Oh, uh-huh. Barbara
So
says nothing like a new paint job and a clean oven hood.
yeah,
Hi,
that's right.
Maria.
Well, and Jeff was okay. Underneath my mother's kitchen sink, a long time ago, there was a leak. So the boards underneath there in the cabinet
Yeah, are they like
have that.
this? That's
Yeah.
the way mine are.
Yeah. So
And they're
so
still
Jeff.
like that, and I just live here.
Oh well, I wouldn't care. It's fine with me. But Jeff cut a board and put on top of it today. Hello, Malaya. So that it's I'm not gonna put that there. I'll put it over here so that it's all it looks all fancy and nice. You
That's
know.
good.
By the way, did you get an email from Maria?
I did.
Okay.
I haven't had a
Um,
chance to read it yet, but I noticed it was there.
I took a real quick glance through it, but I really didn't read it. Read it. I need to read it and respond to her. So I just wanted to mention that it was there, so you did have a chance to look at it. You know that paper that comes in your boxes of stuff you order? Do you iron it or leave it crumpled look in it? Um, Julie, when I put it away, I just kind of flatten it out a little bit. I don't iron it when I first put it away because it all depends on how I'm going to use it.
Yeah. And if you
Um,
glue
it
something to it or you paint it, it kind of flattens out.
right. So for the most part, I don't iron it. I just kind of flatten it out and leave it, and then depends on what I'm going to do with it. Because I'm not a firm, believer in the iron. I know how
Yeah,
to do
that's
it.
only get it out when you have to. That's my motto.
Well, now in my other house, it stayed out all the time. When we lived in South Dakota, it stayed out all the time. But I no longer have to iron some man's shirt, so um,
Yeah. Oh,
it doesn't stay out anymore.
I ironed what I wore every night the night before I went to work for 20 years. And when I quit, I was like, that's the end of my ironing. I'm wearing, even if I have to wear double knit, which I do not, but I
Yeah,
was through ironing.
yeah.
I did iron
I
stuff
have.
for Darren a little bit after that, but now I even take his stuff to the cleaners, the things that need to be ironed, because I just don't want to do it.
Well,
There's not much though that has to go to the cleaners.
I'm. I might bother to press the collar on Jeff's Hawaiian shirt. Julie was trying to give herself an excuse to not iron them. Oh heavens!
Well, you don't need to iron them, Julie. We'll give you an
No,
excuse not
no.
to.
Hi,
Just
Judy. him.
If you ever want permission to not iron something, just ask me and Tanya.
Judy hasn't ironed anything in 5 years. Well, here's the thing: is that
Good to see you, Judy.
yeah, hi Judy. They the when I sewed all the time, I ironed, but I don't really do that anymore. So now I don't iron.
Did you ever figure out what this fabric is?
No, it's a type of muslin, but it's got another name, and I
It just
haven't figured
reminds
it
me of
out.
flour sack
Yes,
material.
it is basically that. And it actually has, the thing of it is, I know it has a name, and it'll come to me one of these days. Probably one of those days when I'm not quite so tired,
Yeah.
you
And when
know.
there's nobody available for you to tell it to.
That's true. I will write it down.
Okay.
Whenever I figure it out, I will write it down. She hates Malaya hates ironing clothes, but she likes ironing paper. Well, I have always had, and I actually have a very fancy ironing board, and now I have two very fancy ironing boards. Um, but the the problem is that, no, I don't like that at all. Um, there's no place here with all the stuff I have for me to put the ironing board up and leave it up all the time. So it gets put down, and that's fine. But when Jeff was working, I ironed his shirts because I'd rather iron a shirt than take a than to fight with getting the polyester blend one out of the dryer.
Yeah.
Okay, this is just not making me happy.
Well, why not? What
I
what
don't
makes you
know.
unhappy about it?
I can't seem to make it. It's maybe too big, I guess. I don't know yet. I can't. It's just sticking there by itself. It's. So it's got to have something to go with it, and I'm not finding any good stuffs to go with it, or something. I don't
Julie says she has an auntie that loves ironing so much she irons other people's clothes for a little bit of money. Other
know.
people's clothes for
Ah,
a little bit of money. Well, gotta say, yay, good for her because if you can make a little bit of money doing something you love, that's wonderful.
that's right. Mm. I don't like ironing when it's work, but I don't mind it when it's quilting. Yeah. Excuse me.
You okay?
Yep.
Okay. Don't choke. I don't want to have to go call Jeff.
Yeah, because if you called Jeff, I'm afraid that he wouldn't answer. I think he left his phone in the house.
Well, he wouldn't be any help then. How would I get you some help?
Ah, 911.
That's true. I'm calling from Amarillo, Texas, but I'm calling for somebody in Florida.
It's been known to happen.
Yeah,
Um,
well, at least it's. I'm sure
yeah,
they could get to the right place.
yeah. No,
Anyway, we don't want to test it, so
no. Well, let's not test it. It's air right now. The way my tooth is behaving, it's anytime I draw air across my throat, it's doing that thing that stuff does.
yeah.
Hmm, maybe I just need a smaller picture. I don't know. 911. That's what Judy says. 911. One, two, or three stamped long stem flowers, Tanya, or no? Oh dear. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll be here. Oh, good grief. Do I have a moderator who can take care of that?
I'm getting it.
Okay, thank you, Tanya.
But I've lost it now. Where did it go?
Right above Mitzi.
Oh, I took care of it. Then it's gone.
Okay.
I'm just gonna leave that window open in case we have problems. Um, yep, I got it. Um, okay, Mindy
Thank
said
you.
something that says one, two, or three stamped long stem flowers, Tanya, or no? Yeah, I'm thinking about. I've got two sides to do, so I'm thinking about what I want to how I want to do them.
Hi,
But yeah,
Nettie.
some of the stamped ones might be a good thing too. So I'm going to try it though to see if a smaller image would make me a little happier, which might still put a stamped one in with this one because I could stamp on that right there and it'd be pretty. It's still there, Barbara. Refresh and see if it's still there because it's not on. Hi, Nettie.
Hi, Lori. Well, anybody who, I mean, if you can see it, zap it. I don't care who you are. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hi, Lori.
I'm glad you're here, Lori.
Yeah, Lori, if you can see it, zap it for me because it's not showing up on my page. Okay, thank you guys. Lori says she can't see it, so
Okay, good.
so I'm guessing for you and I because we're on StreamYard it's showing because when I go to YouTube it doesn't.
Okay, good.
So
Well, yeah.
yeah, just really okay. Come on. All righty, let's see what we got going here now. Oh, I threw paper on
I
the
think
floor.
so, Julie. There was just the one, right, Tanya?
Yep, that's all I saw. There you go.
This is one of those books that has nice flowers, but or plants, but they're right on top of each other.
Yeah, I that it always makes me sad.
Yeah, me too. Because you have
I
to give up
agree,
one.
Judy. I totally agree. Okay. I like that.
I would think you would have to be pretty pathetic, have a pretty pathetic life to go around doing that. So,
Yeah, I agree. Uh-huh. Yeah.
so here I'm caught between being mad at him and feeling sorry for him.
Okay. Uh,
Maybe I should pray for him. Maybe that maybe that would help. Maybe they'd go away then.
well, I'll tell you. I have a little story for you about yesterday. Um so yesterday Jeff was staying home to do a bunch of stuff here, and I was going to the house to clean the kitchen. And I went over there thinking that the vacuum was in the laundry room and that I could vacuum out the cupboards before I um, started washing them, right?
Yeah.
And Jeff says, "Well, the vacuum is not in the laundry room." And I said, "Well, I was sure I put it in the laundry room because I wanted it out of the way Friday, away from the so that the painters weren't having to deal with it." So no, no. Well, maybe it's in the shed because the shed locks and the laundry room doesn't lock. So the vacuum cleaner is not in the shed and it's not in the laundry room. And the next door neighbor happened to be out, so I told him, I said, just so you're aware, and and his concern was that he hadn't seen anything. And I'm like, no, 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 no. I just want you to be aware that obviously, I know the neighborhood is not what it used to be, but obviously somebody got in the laundry room and took the vacuum cleaner. I said, I'm just lucky they didn't decide to cart away the washer and dryer. Anyhow, so I have accused someone of stealing, right? Because basically that's what I did. So I go all day without the vacuum cleaner, and I've done the upper cabinets, and I go to clean one of the lower cabinets, and we have tucked things like I've got a first aid kit and stuff over there because of Jeff always managing to hurt himself, and it's shoved in a kitchen cabinet so that it's out of the way of the painters. So I go to open the cabinet to clean it out. Guess what's in the cabinet?
Oh,
So
oops.
here I have accused someone of stealing, and what really happened was, um,
You
my
hid it from
husband.
yourself.
Okay, and I had asked my husband about this, and he says, and I sent him a picture, and says, "Well, the vacuum cleaner didn't get stolen." And he said, "Well, where is it?" And so I sent him a picture. I said, "Look at the picture," and he goes, "Oh yeah, I did that." It's like, oh gosh, oh no. So, needless to say, uh-huh, we don't know where things are, but oh,
Well, that was my sweet Ethan.
oh my,
He said, I'm going to make some tea. Would you like me to make you some?
oh, that's so sweet.
It was sweet. I said, no, I already have some, but thank you. So Jeff hid it from you.
Yep, Jeff hit it, but not only that, he hit it, then didn't remember where he'd hit it.
Yeah, well, I've been there and done that before. Put it up somewhere safe.
Oh yeah, Jeff always puts things up somewhere safe and then can't find them.
Yeah, yep.
That's that's pretty much a given. Okay. And of course he's tired because he's hi Barbara. Um
Hi,
yeah,
Barbara.
we're a pretty good pair. That's true, we are. Uh, um he's tired. I mean, this we have gone nonstop since before the first, and he's doing much more physical stuff. I'm doing the easy stuff, the making phone calls, and yeah, I've helped move, but not like he has. So, and he's been crawling around on his hands and knees painting. Of all things, what do you call that stuff outside? Ironwork. You know, the
Oh,
old
the
fashioned
wrought iron.
wrought iron. Yep. And to do it, you crawl around on your hands and knees.
Oh goodness.
That's not a rose, Mindy, but it's kind of pretty there. That might not be too bad. I put
Oh,
it
that's
closer.
cute. Is that fabric or
No,
tissue
it's tissue
paper?
paper. It's tissue paper.
Is it some you painted
Um,
on?
I did alcohol inks on it.
Ah, well, that
Um,
looks like alcohol ink. I didn't think about that. I was just thought maybe it was really bright watercolor.
no, it was alcohol ink. And where did my bag of? Oh, there it is. I have a pink and purpley one
Ooh, pretty.
that I made fluffies out of. I have one that's more orange and green.
Oh, those are all
I have
pretty.
lots of, this kind.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Pattern tissue. There's this blue and purpley one. It's real pretty. I just have them in a bag that I can grab out of whenever but I think that will work right there. Like so. I'll sew around this. And it shows my little leaf right there. Then I think I'll put this bird on it, right? No, I don't like that bird.
I'm sorry. It's like, oh, I'll put the nope.
Nope, nope, don't like that bird. Nope,
No.
nope, nope. That bird is just not right.
Dismissed as quickly as it was thought of.
It just, that's just the wrong bird.
Okay, Julie, we'll be here.
Bye, sweetie. This bird I might like. Yeah, that bird looks, this bird is funny. I don't know about this bird. This bird kind of looks like a turkey. See, it's got this turkey head to it that I just, it's kind of weird.
Hmm.
The orange and green would go nice with the flowers. I'll pull it out and see. And I hope we've said it for hello, because hello, Lori. I'm not sure I said hello
Hi,
when you talked.
Janice. I don't think I said hi to you. I'm glad you're
Mm,
here.
me either. I read Janice's comment, but then didn't think to say hello. Okay. The only thing is the orange and green is a single layer or a single-sided ruffle, not a double-sided ruffle. Let's see what I can come up with. Uh-oh. I think
What?
my headset disconnected. Can you say something, Lisa?
Hello, hello. Can you hear me now?
Well, it decided to connect back, so um,
Okay.
it, but for a minute it was not. So
Hey, Theresa. We're
hi,
glad you're
Teresa.
here.
Okay, so if I did it like that, could I maybe put 2 layers on it? Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with this one.
I
It
told
goes
y'all he
better with.
took that. Oh, sorry.
Pardon?
I was just gonna say, I told y'all Hannah took the day off yesterday to help me warp the loom.
Uh-huh.
She took the day off from work to help me warp the loom. it was it was a lot more work than going to work.
Ah, yeah, probably was. Mhm. Yep, yep.
Warping the
Um,
loom is not my favorite part. It's not hers either. But to
well,
get the weave, you have to do that part. So,
yeah, my grandmother, great grandmother actually, when she would warp her loom, she would warp it to do oh 9, 10 projects so that she didn't have to change it.
yep, that's what I usually do. But I didn't want to put a big warp on it and then find out there was a problem.
Right, and I
So,
I get that, especially the first time. Well,
yeah,
and she made rugs, so even if it changing it slightly was not a big deal.
right.
That's
But then the next project I want to do on it is a Ruana for the girl who gave it to me. A thank you kind of gift. And
mm-hmm.
so that one won't be, a big warp either. But usually when I put like kitchen towels or something, a warp on there, I do enough to do 10 or 12 of them.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's ready to go to the sewing machine. Yes,
In
yes,
fact,
yes.
the loom that I gave away when I was given this one,
Uh-huh.
the lady I gave it to said, there's still a warp on it. That looks like a lot of warp. And I was like, yeah, it's probably about 8 yards worth.
Yeah. Mm.
I said, if you don't like it, you can take it off. But if nothing else, you can practice on it because she's never done any weaving.
Oh.
But she goes,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I'll use it for sure. So it's like, yeah.
What did I pulled out the other day? Oh, I know what it was. Um, a rug from Mom's closet. I hadn't Friday. I had not emptied the hall linen closet at Mom's, and we had to have I need to have that empty for the painters. So I had just grabbed a basket and started throwing stuff in it. And I pulled out a couple of rugs, one of which I don't know why she kept, but the other one is just a little like back door kind of rug. This one I
Uh-huh.
wove probably when I was right around 20.
Okay. You need to put a picture of it um, in the Facebook group because I'd like to see it.
Well, here, I'll put this pretty picture right here and I'll go find it. I'm pretty sure it's in
Okay.
the
Even
other room.
better. You can show us in real time. Hannah has a rug that she wove when we took a weaving class over at the Art Institute, and we still have never finished it by washing it and fulling it, and so it's just rolled up in her closet. We were going to do that this summer, and summer's gone. Totally forgot about that till just now. I haven't seen Janet's loom, but the one that I put in my group is it's the one like that you treadle with your feet. Yep, yep. I'll have to go. Janet Young, I'm assuming when you say Janet. Janet Nash. Okay. Oh no, she's asking Janet Nash, and I'm asking Janet Young. So who is it, Theresa? Which Janet? I'll try to do some video when we get it going of me or Hannah weaving on it. But
Well, the other one, this is the one I brought home oh, a while ago. But the other
Just
one,
a second. Let me make you big.
oh, must be out in the um, must be out in the uh, barn. Is the only thing I can figure. This
That's
is the
pretty. What is
first
the weft?
whatever rag Graham had.
Okay.
Um, it's a plaid, a turquoise and black and kind of orange plaid, and it is not all cotton. It's definitely got some polyester or something else in it. And obviously, it was not as tight as Graham's, so it's much softer and not. I didn't beat it
Not,
like she did.
yeah.
The rugs I have that she, oh, that doesn't like that at all. Yeah, I'll just keep my hand on it.
There you go.
The rugs that I have my grandma from my that she made are just beat to Never Neverland, so that they are still in really good shape.
Yeah.
This
That
one,
takes a
as you
really strong, either a really
yeah,
strong loom with a heavy beater, or a really strong arms.
both she had both, and she also did this for a living,
Yeah.
um, to the tune of about $1 per foot, and her fingers were crooked, like her little fingers, because she did
Oh.
not have the bar that braced out. I never saw that until you showed it to me,
Uh huh.
and so she would pull on the edges of the weft every time she beat it down. She'd pull, so her little fingers were crooked like that. But you can
Oh
see
goodness.
where, because it wasn't beat real hard, that the weft has actually worn, because it had more, you know, it got more wear in certain areas. But this, it must have been a couple of balls of weft thread that, fabric. It's just rag, um, because if you can tell, the middle, this edge is right here is darker, and then this edge is darker.
Yeah.
So I probably put about half of it, and then finished out with the other half.
Um, let's pause just a minute and let me say a prayer for Theresa real quick.
Oh, certainly.
Heavenly Father, we thank you so much that we can come together as your people, people who love you, and we can know with certainty that you love each one of us. And right now, Lord, we lift up Theresa and we pray that you will give her relief from the pain in her head, that she will be able to get some rest, and that she will be able to relax. And Lord, we know that when the pain is bad, it makes you tense up. And when you tense up, it makes the pain worse. And we just pray, Lord, that you will help her relax and help her head to get better. And we thank you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Did we say hello to you? I hope so. Anyways,
Hi, Beth.
this is just a little front door rug, and I've used it and used it and
Okay,
used it.
just I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh,
They've been saying this over and over and over, so I've got to acknowledge. Yes, Janet Nash. I got it. Thanks.
okay,
Sorry.
okay.
I asked which Janet it was, and then I never acknowledged when they told me. So,
But the one I picked up at the house the other day, it's all gray, and it was like a heavy gray yarn, and then I put little um, slubs in it every so often of this kind of rusty color. I'll When I find it, I'll show it to you. But
okay, good.
it
I would
must
like to see it.
it might be out in the it might have come out, and it might have gone out in the barn, because we may have wrapped something with it, a piece of furniture or something.
Right. Hi,
Because
Riri.
the other day when we were finishing out, we kind of had to get stuff moved now, kind of thing. So
Yeah.
that was all right. Let's see here. This goes this way. So, but yeah, Graham's loom, it had
Hi, Miss Allie.
it was from Lima, Ohio. It was from the Rug Loom Company in Lima. I'm sure you've heard of them. During the Depression, they sold a lot of looms to people to make rugs as a living, and that's what she had. And it was supposed to be my mother's, and somehow or another, it didn't end up being my mother's. Okay. It's pretty.
Hi, Kathy. It's good to see you.
Hi, Kathy. Hi, Allie. Hi, Riri. Okay, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Someone sent me some cool stickers. Maybe I should use one of them.
Sure. Use one of them. Which stickers are they? Oh, those. Yeah. When I got those, I thought they'd be great in our tea book. I don't even know where I put mine.
Yep, yep.
They're
I
here
don't think the
somewhere.
kitty cats really fit, but I think the others think would go very nicely.
Yeah, I agree.
Then I have some really cool ribbon, so maybe I'll do something with that.
Okay, I'm
And some
liking
of these.
that so far.
Oh, that's cool. Yes.
I'm trying to
Ooh,
decide if I want to ink those plants or not.
I haven't been inking a lot of mine, but for some reason those look like they need to be. Isn't that awful?
No, it's not awful. I like to ink things. I
I
just couldn't decide if darker around them would be better or if the white kind of lifts them off the page a little bit.
Well, the white does lift them off the page a little. That I
The
do
question is,
agree.
do we want them lifted off the page?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I've actually been making some of my stuff three-dimensional. So, what's the number? Is it,
This,
yeah, was it on a piece of paper or something? Yeah,
it was from the
from
piano
the
roll.
piano roll.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
was this. But this
uh-huh.
was getting covered up pretty much.
Yeah, I'm glad you're not covering up that 70.
Yeah, I couldn't. I could move this over here and then that one wouldn't be covered up, but um that's one reason I'm hanging this something from. There was only one thing in that book that I could find that hung in the air, and that was
Hung.
that. So,
Uh-huh. I almost think just like that because it also picks up the lighter fabric.
yeah. But I'm going to do a little bit of X-Acto knife work, and then I'll decide. But I kind of think I'm going to leave it like this. If I can find my
Okay.
cutting board. It's a good way to procrastinate.
I see. Okay. Actually, I like where you moved it to, Lisa. That's what Julie says. But moving it off to the right a little bit.
Are you talking about doing this?
Yeah. Instead of, yeah, I kind of like it too.
Yeah, I think I do too. Thank you, Julie.
Okay, I think I want to cut out.
Oh, I overcut that. Shoot. I think I'm just going to leave it there
Okay.
because I cut it too close in.
Oh,
Sometimes just taking out a little bit
Mm-hmm.
can
Yep,
make a big difference.
it can. Yes, ma'am.
There's a craft fair.
Ooh.
Um, it's probably 30 minutes away from me this weekend, and I'm trying to decide if I want to go or not.
Down
I
at,
mean, I want to go. I'm trying to decide if I should go or not.
I see. Down at the Palo Alto something town. I would think they would have stuffs down there quite a bit.
Yeah, at Powder Canyon, is that?
Yeah, Paladaro Canyon. Sorry, that's brain dead.
That's okay. No, this
But
is
isn't
actually out by Lake Tanglewood.
oh
So it's
oh
in a little community out there. Okay, that looks much better.
because isn't there a Palo Duro town too?
No, there's
No.
there's Canyon, which
Ah,
has
okay.
a little university there. That's well, if you go like this, you could go only you'd be going south. From Amarillo, go down to Canyon, and Palo Duro
Mm-hmm.
Canyon is over here. So you
Yeah.
could go like this to go to the canyon from either place, you know. That's where
Oh,
there's a
Barbara.
museum and stuff in Canyon.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking of is Canyon. Barbara's
Yeah.
got to go to dentist. I do not
Oh, sorry, Barbara.
envy that at all.
Oh, get your teeth clean's no fun, but at least you're just getting them cleaned. It
Yeah.
could be worse.
Oh yeah. I got to go next Tuesday morning, but I got to go back to the endodontist. Yeah, the girl at the dentist's office was like, "Well, don't you want to just come in and have your teeth cleaned?" And I'm like, my mouth hurts like crazy. You want me to have them fussing around in there even more so than I have to right now?"
All they would do is maybe spread that infection to other places.
That's right. It's like,
That
duh.
doesn't even make logical sense.
No. Of course, the girl on the phone didn't really understand that I definitely had an infection. I don't think.
Yeah, well,
I
that's
don't. I
probably
don't.
true.
Yeah.
Her
But at the
job is
same
to get appointments.
That's right. That's what her job is to
Yeah.
get you in there. And it's like, okay, no, 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 we're not doing that.
Oh, I like this one. Friendship is the result of making someone else happy. Malia says, I always tell myself my mouth is having a spa day. I hope it works for you, Malia. It doesn't work for me.
Definitely does not work for me.
It's a good attitude to have, though.
Yes, uh-huh. Okay, this ribbon is funky. How did you cut it? Did you just cut it and lay it on there straight?
I can't see the ribbon you're talking about. Oh, I just cut the two wires off the sides,
Mm-hmm.
and then I cut it however I wanted it. But you do have to cut it; it won't tear.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It doesn't look like it's gonna tear.
Because
But
I've cut it into straight pieces or semi straight pieces. Um, I'm trying to find, but this is the only thing I've done with it in this book is
yeah,
cut these flower shapes out.
I don't think I'm going to use it on this page. I just made an appointment for teeth cleaning. Found out my favorite dental hygienist is retiring. Oh dear. Malia, I never cared before either, but a couple of root canals ago caused a different reaction to my mental state. One thing, one time is all it takes to put you in a different frame of mind. There, maybe that will work on this page. Or maybe this will work on that page. I don't know yet. Oh, there's a cool piece of paper. Maybe that will work on this page.
A friend is someone who saves the last piece of pie for you.
Well, I'm not the best friend then, because if it's a piece of pie that I want, I'm going to eat it. Of course, I'm also not a very big pie eater, so I probably would give it to you before I ever had the last piece.
Yeah, I'm not a big pie eater either. It would have to be a
Yeah.
certain kind of pie
Well, you know, berries.
for me for me to want it.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I'd be the
berries.
best friend to have. I'd give you the whole thing.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Best a best friend would eat it anyway. Okay. Okay, go face the dragon, my dear.
Bye, Barbara.
I'm okay until they say root canal, Malaya. It doesn't bother me at all. Okay, what are we gonna do with this? I kind of like that, but okay. This earbud is bugging me today. Have fun, Barbara. That's all I'll tell you. Is have fun.
Oh, I like this one. Sharing laughter is a massage from the inside out.
Oh, I really like that one. That's a good one.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we'll have to use that one. Okay, we're going to use that one. And I like this one too. Everyone needs a friend, especially when they don't deserve one.
That's a good one. Mm-hmm. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi,
Kathy, did
Rebecca.
I say hi? I hope I said hi. Hi, Kathy. Hi, everybody.
We're glad you're here. I think I said hi, Kathy, but if I didn't, I am very glad you're here. And sorry if I didn't say hi, because
Okay.
sometimes I'm waiting for
That
a
might be
lull and
fun
then
if
I
we hid this under here.
don't say it.
Just my
Oh,
headset does not seem to be behaving today. It's disconnecting and connecting and disconnecting and connecting.
I wonder what
On
causes that.
I don't know, but it's
Oh, good. Thanks, Kathy.
I did. Okay. If we leave that tucked out there like that. Oh, I could put a second one on top of it so this one's hiding.
That sounds cute.
Oh, but I was going to use one
Yes.
of these, which will work. And that would be cute when that opens up to have the other piece. Okay, let's get this out. Okay, Gally, see you in a bit. Lisa sent me these. Aren't they pretty?
Those are Dollar Tree.
I think that needs to be inked, but it does, but it's the ink is hiding. There we go. Just to make it a little more grungy so that it, kind of matches.
I think my camera is crooked.
Oops.
And
It's having a.
I keep it moving my page to look in the camera, and then it's like this on my table. It's like that's just not working for me. My brain doesn't want it to be like that.
To be like that, okay?
Ow, 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 ow.
Uh-oh. What? Did you stick yourself with that pin?
I did.
Oh,
It
no.
was stuck in there, and I was trying to clean it out in there so that it would. Well, of course, it's gonna decide to bleed here in a minute, probably.
Uh-huh.
Um, so I could get some glue out, and I just stabbed myself. I'm really good at that sometimes. Okay. All right. Let me. See my little Band-Aid box.
Oh, that's cute. Thanks, Mindy. I think that inking that made a big difference. I kind of left the other thing white just because I was like Lisa, I thought it would make it show up more. Um, because this will go like that. But I'm going to stitch that on right there. So I think we need something on here. It does not have something on there. So we could just tie it to this, I guess. Maybe, kinda.
Okay.
That
I
would
have
be
some
good.
hydrogen peroxide out here now, so
Oh, good.
I don't have to go in the house to doctor myself.
Well, Mom had a big tub of stuff in the closet from.
A big tub of what stuff?
I was just reading Teresa's. Now, Lisa knows why I use cover and not pin in my glue bottle. A big uh, tub of like gauze and things like that from before my dad passed because he would just injure himself, and hospice brought in all kinds of odds and ends to tape and gauze and
Right.
stuff because he was on warfarin for years, so he bled like crazy. um and it was in the closet. Luckily, it was in the closet the other day when Jeff managed to stab his arm and was bleeding all over everywhere. So went in over there, and he's got this giant piece of gauze on him, and I'm like, well, I guess better leave that tub of stuff here for a while.
Yeah. That sounds like a good plan.
I think that's a good plan. Okay, so
Thanks, Kathy.
that will work, but I think I want to put a little button, I think, on that.
I am not sure, but that sounds like the right kind of name for it.
But um,
She said, "Is that one image there a staghorn fern?" It certainly looks
yes,
like
I
it.
believe
Would-
so. Yeah,
I
I
didn't.
think
I
so.
didn't bother to read what it was,
Um, I
but that
I believe
definitely would be an
that's
appropriate name for it.
yeah, that's kind of what we call them here, at least. I should have thought and done this before. Hmm.
I've never seen one of these in real life, so
Oh, they don't grow here, but a little bit further south they do.
I'm sure it's way too dry here.
Oh yeah. Lori's jealous of your fussy cutting.
Oh,
Oh, Teresa said she was listening and you ouched. Uh-huh. Hi,
yeah,
Holly.
I did. I ouched. Hi, Holly. We're glad you're here.
Okay, let's see if I can get that through there without a needle. No, of course not.
I like that.
Yeah, I think it came out pretty. I like how it came out.
Let's see. Put it up there with all my other finished pages. We'll work on this side of this one because it's got stuff on that side. Make sure we're doing it right side up.
That's an important part.
I
Right
better
side up
check
is
all of
important.
these because I am not positive.
Mhm. Um, Mom asked me for a needle and white thread the other day, right?
Uh huh.
So
Oh
I,
dear.
oh no.
Oh no, that's okay. This one was
Whew.
can
Okay,
be either way. So, whew,
okay.
okay, okay. Go on with your story. Sorry.
I'm just glad Holly's cleaning house and lost track of time. I'm just glad that it was okay. Uh anyways, so I get up there. I've hunted a needle because when I sew, I use itty bitty quilting needles to sew, right? So I know that that's she's never going to be able to thread it. So I'm hunting a needle that because I figured she had a button or something she wanted to put back on. So I find it and I get a needle and I find the white thread and I take it up to her. She says, "Now I've lost the button, so I don't know that I need the needle and thread." I'm like, "Okay." It's like, all righty. But I just know that the needles I sew with when I sew a button on or do any kind of hand sewing to speak of have way too tiny of a eye for her to get the needle in. I was like, oh my goodness, poor mama. So I took her this giant needle, which I had hoped that she would be able to get through. And I was like,
Yeah, that's the
oh,
problem with buttons. Sometimes
yeah,
the needle you can see the thread won't go through it.
won't go through it. Yeah. I just didn't have anything in the middle. I had all kinds of big ones and all kinds of little ones, but no ones in the middle. I finally took her one of these actually. I think they're tapestry needles. Oh, thank you, Holly. Yes. Please give Lisa those little likes. Okay. All right. I'll sew that on like that, and this will hang down so that this can open up. But I really think this needs some kind of decoration of some sort on it.
Julie says, "Can you see my large comment?" Okay. My mom had one attached to this mulberry tree where I grew up. It was so big and attached to the tree she couldn't bring it with her to where they live now. Oh, that's happy for the person who got that house, but sad for her.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for asking again, Julie, for us to look because I totally
I didn't even see it. Yeah.
yeah, I missed it. Okay, I can't decide if I want to use this or not. I thought it would be pretty with this dyed, and it does look
Yeah.
good with it, but it definitely needs other stuff if I'm going to use it.
Yeah, because right now it's kind of is that mulberry paper?
Uh huh. Yeah, and it doesn't. Right now it just looks like big blobs of paper because that's kind of
Hmm.
what it is.
Yeah. Which makes me think maybe another piece of this
I'm thinking I
there.
just don't want to use it at all at the moment. I may come back to it, but right now, no. Okay. Um.
Oh, they cut the tree down and it got all taken
Oh, I'm
to the
sorry, Julie, because that is hard.
tip, which I'm assuming is like our dump.
That would make me very. I would cry like I cried when my hackberry tree got cut down.
Oh, I hate it when trees. When we had to cut the oak tree down here, it just was terrible. But we when they're past their life, you kind of have to do those things.
You do because they become a danger.
Well, and that's the thing. Yes, dump. Julie says. Okay. Oh, those. Oh, that's that book
Yes,
club, wasn't
hide,
it?
Lori. Hide, remove it, or report. Yeah, but hide and report is the best plan. Oh, look here.
Oh, that's perfect.
She does not look like a happy spinner though,
No, she doesn't.
and she would be happier um if her if she actually had something there to spin besides her hand.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can tell when people should not draw spinning wheels if they're not going to pay attention to what they really look like.
Well, you know what? That people shouldn't draw anything, or do advertising. How many years did the Quilted Northern ad have knitters?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think these little images are fun, but I don't know if I want any of them enough.
And yeah,
And because they're small too, so they probably would need to be more than one if you were going to, and I'm not in the mood to do that. So,
I do know that feeling. Oh, I hate it when I
yeah.
want the tearing to go all the way around, and the piece isn't big enough to really get underneath the ruler.
That's
Makes me
like
cry.
that Julie, like that hackberry tree that we had out in the front. It shaded our whole house from the evening sun,
Mm-hmm.
and now that it's gone, you can touch my wall in my bedroom and it gets hot in the summer because there's no shade from that tree and there's no insulation on that wall. Um, but it shaded it enough it didn't do that, before the tree was gone.
Um, that's kind of how the oak that we had to have taken down. But we were when the water oak fell behind us. and we were having the tree guys come to take care of all the other stuff. He said, "You understand, water that tree that fell was on its last legs anyways, and so's the one out front. When they cut the top out of that tree, it was hollow in the top of it. It was
Oh my
destined
goodness.
to come down soon. So,
Yeah.
um,
I don't know if I can get this to tear. There we go.
okay. I think that that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to do some stitching around that, and then put a sticker on it when I get a chance. Mm.
Okay.
Oh, I'll be right back, Lisa. This is
Okay.
the painter. I need to. Um,
Ah, I found my stickers. Okay. Well, I guess that's one good thing about not putting stuff up. If it's just sitting there in a bag behind you, you can find it. I'm going to set those aside for a minute. Well, come on. For a paper bag, this really doesn't like to tear.
I'll be right back. I have to go speak at Jeff about this. I'll
Okay, that's fine. Do what you need to do. Okay. Okay. Is it raining? It's not raining here. I wish it was. I wish it was. Trying to figure out where that will look sort of like it's part of a pattern. There we go. It's not the original pattern, but at least looks like it kind of makes up a pattern of some type. It sounded like rain. Must be air conditioner. Yeah. Well, we could sure use some rain here. We sure could. That's a nice pattern. Sounds like a great stencil to have. I have one somewhere that's kind of similar. Um, this is Vermont. There we go. I don't know. It's very quiet. Okay. I don't know what I think about that. So it's just gonna sit there a minute. I'm not gonna make uh any decisions yet. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna look and see if there's any of these that I want to add to it. Yes, you feel like it's just me and you, yeah. Oh, yep, yep, yep. Oh, they just shipped my black fiber. I'll have to show y'all. I'll do a commercial break while Tanya's gone. Um, this is some yarn that I spun for my sister, who has been my best friend all my life, and her dad married my mom after both of my dad and her mom passed away. Anyway, so I call her my sister friend, but the I asked her, I told her I wanted to make her something for her birthday and Christmas because they come real close together. And so I asked her what colors she liked to wear. And she said fuchsias and reds. And so, of course, I didn't have any yarn that was like that, which gave me an excuse to dye some fiber and make some yarn. So, this is the yarn I made. I dyed the fiber with fuchsia and burgundy and crimson. And you can see there's lots of, different shades of reds and pinks in here. Anyway, to I was planning to make this my warp for the scarf, and then used a rarely fairly thick, at least it's a probably the thickness of about 3 of these, or maybe 4, um, skein of white that is wool and silk. And I was going to use that for my weft yarn in the scarf. But when you dye things with fuchsia, it wants to keep bleeding every time you wash it. And I've washed this yarn, I washed the wool several times. I was afraid I was going to felt it. Um, and it did felt a little bit, but I was able to, fluff it and spin it anyway. But, and then I washed the yarn like 3 or 4 times, and it's still a little bit of pink. Anyway, so I decided I can't put that white with it because, um, that would, if it, when she washed it, even if she washed it by hand and laid it flat to dry and all of that, this might bleed onto the white and then it wouldn't be white anymore. And I don't want to do that. So I've decided I need to make some black yarn and for my weft, and or maybe the warp, I don't know. Um, and I may do, since I'm doing black, that will probably be spun pretty much like this. I may even do um, a striped warp, and then do some stripes in my weft with this and the black. Anyway, I had to order black because I don't have any black, and it would trying to dye black is too hard. So
Oh, yeah, you have to over dye and all that kind of mess with black.
yeah,
So
I
I
decided it wasn't
apologize.
worth it. That's okay.
It was
Did
it
you
was
get done what you needed to do?
Yeah, I did. I had to call him. Um, First off, I had to, coordinate with Jeff, and then I wanted to call. It was easier to call him than to try to keep texting back and forth. They're not going to finish when he thought they were going to be finished. And one of the things I will tell you about this painter is he's been amazing as far as keeping me up to date. The first few days he sent pictures, that kind of thing. And they've tried, and they were supposed to be done tomorrow, and they're not going to be. So I was trying to coordinate when they will be there this weekend or not this weekend so that we can get in to do other things and stuff like that. Just,
But you got it
oh,
coordinated?
pretty much. I mean, Jeff has an eye appointment Saturday, so he can't go on Saturday, but the guys are not going to be there Saturday. So I'm like, okay, if I tell him to please get the 2 bedrooms done as soon as possible, Jeff can put the shoe molding in there while they're still there. So, we got it. So, and I
Okay,
can go
good.
back and scrub in the kitchen on Saturday and I won't be in their way and that kind of stuff. So, it's just a matter of coordination, and he was very apologetic about not being finished. I'm like, I can't complain at all. For one thing, the poor guys ran into a wall full of wasps this week
Oh
in
no.
another house, not in our house, but in another house. He went to the kid that has been working in mom's house said that Walter, who is the owner of the business, touched a spot where he thought he was going to have to fill, like you put in a nail or something. Like it was like a nail hole.
Yeah.
When he touched it, the wall crumbled, and out flew thousands of wasps. Before they got
Oh
it
my
all over
goodness.
with,
I
the
would have probably
entire
had a heart attack and died right there.
the whole wall was filled with wasps.
Oh man.
So they had to take take a chunk out of the wall. And Travis told me they actually paint when they run into wasps. They paint them because it suffocates them. So rather than going and getting poisoned, they just paint them and it just coats them and they die. But that meant they had to put a
Clean
hole
them
in the
up.
top of the, yeah, hole in the
Yeah.
top of the wall, hole in the bottom of the wall, kill them, clean them up, repatch the wall, start from scratch with the paint, all that stuff.
Oh, goodness gracious.
And so, you know, that was not, I'm sure, what they wanted to do with their week.
I'm sure it was. I'm sure.
But because of it, it has slowed them down with our house. So that's just the way it works sometimes. And he was real apologetic and was like, guys, it's okay. We get it. We've done this kind of stuff. How many houses have we had? 8. So okay, we need something different in here.
Okay, Lori, I've been sitting here saying washed, 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 washed. Which did I say? I thought I said washed. Now I'm not sure how I say it. Do I say washed? I thought I said washed. Now I'm confused. Oh. Lori says, you know you're not from Montana when you say washed instead of washed. And so I'm sitting here trying to figure out, well, how did I say that? I thought I said washed. And now I don't
But
know.
we say those things sometimes and we don't realize what exactly how we say things.
That's exactly right. I couldn't tell you for sure.
Okay, that ought to be
I
the
know what I
perfect.
meant.
Mm-hmm.
There were a few washed in there. Okay. Well, I believe you. I believe you. Hmm.
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 Yep. Riri said you did say washed. Hmm.
I did say washed. Okay.
Hmm. Well, it's
Well,
like
I
tire and tired and tired and tired,
hard,
tired and
tired and
tired.
tired, and
Hmm. Yeah. Mhm. And I've lived
it
so
just
many
all runs
places.
together.
I've lived so many places. I never know what I say anymore.
Well, luckily you could understand me.
There you go.
Okay,
Well,
I
that's
definitely want to use
interesting.
this on one page. Uh-oh. What happened?
I stamped it. It stuck. It definitely stuck.
That's some heavy duty ink. Mm.
I guess so. I didn't know I had quite accomplished that much strength. Teresa says it's okay, Lisa. You wash, we'll dry.
Okay.
That sounds like a really good plan, Teresa. Okay. Mhm. I need.
Well, when I was young, I would be offended by people making fun of how I talk, but that was a long time ago. I got over that a long time ago.
Well, the minute I moved to Southern Illinois to go to school and things, and my I already couldn't. My uh, pronunciation of things was so different from there. That was early in my life, so we've lived so many places since then that it would be hard to guess where my different um, different pronunciations come from. Oh, that would
Julie
be
says she just says it in the boring Aussie way. See, and I have never thought Australian accents were boring. I think they're really
mm,
cool.
yeah.
So, oh.
Hmm. I keep losing my. There it is, my ink pad. It's warmer here today than it's been. I liked it when it was cooled way down.
Me too.
I wouldn't have
It,
minded if it had stayed that way.
we're supposed to have, I think, tomorrow a high of 60, but today I think it's supposed to be like 78 or something. It's 75 right now. So,
Oh, it's back up in the 80s, I think.
yeah.
And it's
We're supposed
sticky
to have
again.
like 60 tomorrow and then another 70 something and then 80s for the few days after that. It's like it can't decide
Hmm.
here.
Yeah,
It can't
yeah.
decide.
We had a couple of nights down in the 50s, which was really nice to get up in the morning and have it cool. And then it
Yeah.
went right back up.
Well, our nights are all in the 40s right now.
Oh,
Whether
no,
it's going to be
we're.
60, 70, or 80 in the daytime depends, I guess, on cloud cover. I don't know, but they're in the 40s, each of those nights.
Hmm.
So that's good. I mean, we're not having to use our air conditioner or our heater right now, really.
Well, I didn't turn the air on today, but I did have to, when I went to talk to Jeff about the painter and call him, I did turn one of my fans back on because they've been off.
Holly says that's how it is where she's at.
Well, and South Dakota had its own accent. Very, very different accents in South Dakota, if you ask me. Okay. Nebraska didn't seem to, the accent in Nebraska wasn't as heavy as it was in South Dakota. How about this? I'm using stickers that Lisa sent me already. See, sometimes they get put away and I forget to use them, and they were right here, so I'm using them.
Yay. When you were gone, I told him that one of the good things about having a messy studio is that I turned around and there was the bag that had
Aha!
these in it, just
That
right there
had this.
behind me. They
Well,
hadn't
see,
gotten put up yet.
well, I opened your package on Sunday, right? And
Yeah.
that stuff is still sitting right where I opened it and set it back on the floor. Yes, that's right, Lori. North, South Dakota, and Minnesota. Yep. And that is the perfect little sticker. But then I think that other little bird might have to go on here too. The one that, I said, no, it didn't go there. So we're going to see if I can make it work on this page.
Use it somewhere else.
Yeah. hmm
Lori says we don't have accents here. Of course you don't, Lori.
Of course not. Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah. hmm Okay, what do we think?
I like.
hmm I think it will work. hmm
I don't like mine though.
Uh-oh. Yeah, kind of looks too busy when you look at it on the screen.
Yeah. I don't know what to think because it's one of those things where you, oh, my pen's falling apart. I like this
Mm-hmm.
if it was a bigger page,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
but it's too much for this page.
Yep.
And I don't
hmm
like this at all. So
Yeah.
it's like
Um, the 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 very back piece in the upper left-hand corner, can you take that out or is it glued down already?
no, nothing's glued down. I didn't like it
Okay.
enough to glue anything down.
Okay. Now take out the map piece on the bottom. Okay. Now I sort of like it, but it's a little too symmetrical. So maybe the bottom piece tuck closer to the left. Push it in more underneath the green one. What happens? Push it up a little bit too. Any better?
I don't know.
Okay. Holly says, I am who I am, accent or no, accent pronunciation of words also. That's right. And that's the way it works. No
I'm
turkey
gonna
burn
have
for
to
Tanya.
mute for a second.
Okay. No turkey bird. Yeah, it's okay now. I like the bird now, but and this just happened to be the right color to go with that piece of paper, which I think is really good. She's in northern Alabama, Lori. Central to northern Alabama. Mm. Okay, so that one's got to have some stitching on it, and then that'll be done. Yes, yes. Okay, what do we got hiding under here that needs something? This page needs something. Lori, if she's not answering you, hon, it's because she's not being able to read chat right now. Um, Theresa, Lori was asking where you were from. Okay, so I have these two pages, and I can't sew on them because they already have stuff on the back, so I have to decide what I'm going to do with them. And I have this cool, I like this purple piece. You told her to keep her peepers shut. There you go. I think that's a good idea. Her keeping her peepers shut has probably helped her headache. So
Okay, sorry.
that's all right. You okay?
Yeah, Ethan just came in and was asking me some questions, so I had to talk to him for a few minutes.
Okay. Yes, Teresa says Central Alabama. Yep, purple. That's right, Mindy. Purple.
Who has to keep their peepers shut?
Teresa, because she's got
Oh,
such a bad
yeah.
headache. Lori had mentioned her, and I answered for her, and I just wanted Lori to realize that she possibly didn't see it because she was trying
Cause
not to read the chat
yeah.
because of her headache. So
Um. Okay, my brain is just like blah blah.
well, then that's when you stop. Do we need to stop?
I don't know. I don't want to stop. It's like there's just no inspiration coming. I've even got these cute stickers sitting right here in front of me.
Okay, grab a different page, put that page completely away, and grab a different page and see if the background of the different page gives you some other inspiration, because there's some place to start that's different. That gives you kind of like a little grid space that maybe you could put stuff in the grid or something.
Yeah, let me just see where it folds.
Oh, yeah. And make sure it's right side up.
Yeah. Well, right now it's right side up because I haven't done anything on either side. So
Okay.
okay.
That looks like dried flowers. It came out of one of those Time Life books, Teresa, that it's a book I've been deconstructing, and then I coffee dyed the pages. So they do they're really pretty when you coffee dye the pages.
Thought I'd see if there's something I want to use as a focal point. Maybe that would get me started.
Oh, I don't want to go cook.
Me either.
Well, you had a big lunch, didn't you? Don't you usually have your big dinner at lunchtime?
Yeah, I actually had to snack though about 11 because I didn't have time to do anything else.
Uh-oh.
So I probably will fix something to eat later, but I don't normally if I have something it's just a little
Mm-hmm.
snack in the evening, but whatever I decide to do, I need to do it right when we get off here cuz otherwise I'll have to stay up too late tonight. And I did not sleep last night. It was terrible. So,
Well, I'm having to eat way more than I want because I take that stupid antibiotic every 4 hours.
oh yeah.
And I will tell you, 2 yogurts is not enough to take 2 of those stupid pills on. That's what I did yesterday for lunch, and it it came back to bite me last night.
Oh, that's not good.
Um, okay. Oh yeah, I kind of like that. That looks good.
That does look
It
good. I
needs
like it.
needs a little something something underneath it.
I'm thinking if we're going with the grid thing, I could stick that right inside that grid.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm just going to do it. We've made a start.
Okay, but my question is you think that's going to stay stuck? I've
I
been
don't know.
gluing mine.
I
Okay.
probably will go back and glue it,
Okay.
but
I just wondered because I
yeah.
if you thought they would actually stay, I might not worry about it so much. But I
Oh,
just
I haven't ever used them before, so I have no idea.
uh, okay. What does that look like? Too much? Not enough?
What is that that's behind it?
Little bits of painty paper that I used elsewhere.
I like it on that side better. Yeah.
Over here, yeah.
Yeah. That way the three look like they kind of belong.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, I would say put two together at the top and then put the bottom one on the other side.
I think I like the top one over there better because this one is not going to have much room, although it
Yeah.
probably could. Is that better?
No, it's better the other way.
I thought so. Okay.
You're asking me, who can't make any decisions right now.
Yeah, but you just made a decision it was better the other way, and I like it better this way too.
Okay.
So, and then I think it needs a tiny butterfly that stands up, that off the page. Maybe not one that's bright colored or anything, but
Uh-huh.
that is it pops off the page. And I can do that without too much trouble, I'm pretty sure. Julie says it's more balanced that way. I think she's right. It is. Okay. Let's see if we can get this off of there. Come on now, just behave yourself. Stay where you're supposed to stay so that I don't have to fight with you.
Hi, Mary Kay.
Hi,
Go
Mary
ahead.
Kay. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's okay. We do that to each other all the time.
Yes, we do. Mm,
Oh.
We might only have one brain, but it always seems to that it comes out of our mouths at the same time, doesn't it?
Yeah. And that they do need to be glued. See, I just pulled it right back up.
Okay, well, that's
I kind of like it though better here where the
where they intersect across the lines. I do too. Yep.
alrighty.
Hmm. I like the grid, but I like the fact that it. Yep. Yep. Okay.
But now what?
I don't know. Oh yeah, that looks good. Now we need a little butterfly. This just sticks up. So that means we're probably gonna need some kind of something. Guess I probably better go get out my little butterfly box.
Yeah, Mary Kay, we've sewed a bunch of them together to make a book,
Right.
and we did a whole bunch of different ways. Like, see, this is a whole bunch of them.
Make yourself big so she can see the whole thing at one time, hon.
Okay, so here's like one page or one folio, and these I haven't done anything on yet. And
And
here's
those were
another one,
bigger,
huh?
open. Those were opened up. They were smaller tea bags, but she opened them up completely flat and then doubled them up.
Yeah, I put paper, a book page in between them, so there's actually four tea bags. Two tea bags here, two tea bags here, and then one here in the middle that I left doubled for the center. And then this one, I did some of them like to make tags. And this one we did a little, a tag and a little ruffle out of another tea bag. Some of them I've already worked on. So we've been working on this for several weeks. We're going to make two signatures to go in our book. And that's what I've done so far. And then right now I'm kind of struggling with what to do on this page.
She's got a little block.
A little mental block. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
You want to show her yours so far?
sure. I went to get butterflies out of my journal pantry box. So this is the one I'm working on, and I've been doing quite a bit of stitching on the different parts and pieces that I've added, but you can only do that on one side. So um, that's that one. This one I just was working on, and I'm going to actually stitch around this piece before I glue it down. And this piece is going to get stitched across the top And it has a little dangle right here so that you can open it up. And I don't know, it may have to get shortened up because it may be a problem, but we'll see. I don't know yet if it's going to be a problem or not. Um, and this is like 4 big um, gallon sized tea bags. This is the back side of that page, and this is a big pocket. And I had a lot of these 1 gallon bags, so a lot of my pages kind of have those in them.
Holly, I think you could just glue them together. You would just probably need more layers so they would stay. Um,
Yeah.
you couldn't, where we've got some of them that are just barely overlapping each other and sewn together, you would probably need more layers um, in order to just use glue. But I think you could. I think you
Well,
could
and
definitely do it without sewing it.
the other thing is to use
Good
liquid
glue. Yeah.
glue and not use a glue stick because they don't. I've used glue stick to stick things down temporarily, but they don't stay together with glue stick. So you definitely want to have um,
Some kind of
an
PVA glue.
overlap and some good glue. Yeah. Um, See this one actually, let me get these out from under here because you can't really see this page. This is a fun page because this is actually 2 pages. It folds right here. So this is one page that has the 3 little tabs there. And then this is another page that sticks out like that. And something about this page is not done. And I don't know what it is, but it's going to have something on it. Um, these are going to be that's going to be stitched around and put there. This is going to be tucked under it when I do that. And then this is going to be stitched around, and then I'll stitch this button to it and glue it. So um, that's one of the things that, because I've been stitching around a lot of my pieces, I have to do with parts and pieces and then come back to them. But
Yeah. And I've
that was the
mostly stitched my pages together, and then I'm mostly just gluing everything else. I haven't really done much stitching except a
right.
little bit of hand stitching.
Well, and I've done some of both. So there's, some hand stitching on this one that's actually from back here because I stitched this piece of cord on. And I have left the strings. I've done little tabs. This is a little booklet I have yet to sew. Um, I did some stitching around it, but then when I put my pages in it, I'm going to stitch them together right here. And then it will be a little journal in a journal that I'm, sticking into it. So, okay, you can make me little again. If you could only make me little again.
Hell, I can't even make me little again. So,
Oh, here's another fun page. Let me show you this. This page is a lot of fun too because I took smaller tea bags and opened them flat and then stitched it together, but I left little holes.
yeah, I love that one.
hmm So I forgot it was done behind me. So okay, so where was I with this? Oh, let's see here. That goes over there, and that goes over there. And I decided I kind of needed some kind of butterfly on this. Something, just something different. Thank you, Mary Kay.
We're having a lot of fun.
Yeah, very definitely a lot of fun. Maybe it just needs a tiny purple dragonfly. Yep, it needed a tiny purple dragonfly. Which color purple? Dark purple.
That's what counts. Absolutely. That's what counts.
Yeah,
Having fun.
that's all that really matters. That one's. I'm happy. We also, in the midst of this, and one of the reasons it's taking so long is I've had to take some days off. I took a whole week off. We didn't stream that one week, and then I think last week we didn't stream on Tuesday. So we've lost a few days, which is not a big deal, but it's why it's taking. So maybe both tiny dragonflies. Well, but I only had one. Might have another one in there, but I don't see another one. I think one will have to do it. Yeah, one will do it. One will be enough. Okay, what do I have in here that I could maybe use? This is journal pantry stuff, so. Holly likes the look of sewing, but don't sew though, so that creates a problem. Oh, I should, just a minute. I can't see chat, so give me just a minute to go find it. I have it in my wish list, so I'll get it and get you a link. There is a really cool stamp set. I haven't ordered it yet because I have to pay for stuff. But let's see, where's my wish list? I'll find it. There it is.
Oops, oops.
Come on, show up. Okay. Now I gotta get a link small enough. There we go. Okay. When is your new keyboard supposed to be there, Lisa?
I think this weekend. I think this weekend. Can't remember for sure.
This is a really cool stamp set. Uh, the only thing I can say is that it does not have just a single line of straight stitching, but it has a double line of straight stitching, which I really like. And then it has some really squaggly stitches, which are real cool too. Julie, I think they could be. I think that they could. Mary Kay, I'm not sure. It's an Amazon link. Um, I can't tell you where I found it, um, but that link is an Amazon link. Um, I think it could be. I think they could be glued together, Julie. I don't think that you have to have stitching. I think they could be glued together.
Hi, Anita. She's
Hi,
gonna
Anita.
try avocado dyeing paper. Yay!
And I'm not going to tell you that that's the only one out there, but it's an idea for when you don't want to. Hi, Dana. You don't want to try to just draw it all yourself. I think it would be cool. I think personally. I haven't ordered it yet. It will probably be, I might put it on my I'm buying myself for Christmas list.
There you go.
I don't know why I ever do that because Jeffrey always buys me cool stuff, but we're not supposed to be buying each other presents, but somehow or another I still get presents.
Well, that's because you live with Santa Claus.
That's right. I do live with Santa Claus.
I mean, how
Yeah, he
could you
can't.
not get presents?
I was gonna say he can't help himself. He just
Yeah.
doesn't know how.
Hey, Dana. I'm glad you're here.
That's kind of cool.
Okay.
kind of like that one better, I think. Mary Kay says she's a stamp queen. That's one of the reasons why I haven't ordered it, Mary Kay, because I don't need another stamp set. I have so many stamp sets, and I don't use stamps enough. Um, Not near enough do I use stamps. So
Okay, I think what I need to do
oh, that might be cool.
is cover this up so I'm not
I like that.
looking at this page as if it belongs with that one.
Well, yeah, that's part of that is a problem unless you're working on your center page. I kind of like that. I think that will do. That was easy.
I don't like these huge outlines.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, well, that's not what I want.
Yeah, they almost have to be trimmed on some of them.
Yeah. Um, in fact, I would
I
go so
just
far
found
as
a
to say it
butterfly
has to
set
be trimmed.
and dies that she bought a while ago. Yeah, that happens to me. Hmm. Yep, yep. That happens to me. Of course, I have stamps that, let's see, I'll tell you, I collected my very first couple of stamps. Okay, today is the 21st. We were married on the 27th.
You
Okay,
have an
somewhere.
anniversary coming up?
Yeah.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah, let's see. This will be 37? 37 years, yeah.
Cool.
Um, uh, and on our honeymoon, so probably within the next, week, I collected my very first stamps. We were in Gatlinburg, and there was the coolest stamp store in Gatlinburg. And I got a wizard, a mail shark, and a wizard, a mail shark, and there was something else. I'm pretty sure I got 3. Thanks. But yeah, I was disappointed in Gatlinburg when we went a couple years ago. It was definitely not what it used to be. But I've collected many, many stamps since then. What's really bad is I've probably gotten rid of about as many as I've collected. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right.
Pigeon Forge had a really good scrapbook store. Now,
Yes, Dana. I know. Quite frankly, the nicest scrapbook store I've been in a very, very long time was in Branson. Rhonda works there. Um, Whisk and glue is all I do. That's who I'm talking about. She works there. I spent way too much time and way too much money in there. Um, Poor Jeff got really bored. He doesn't normally get bored, but
But
it
after
was too
5 hours,
Oh yeah, that's about what it was. If there had been a place where he could have gone off by himself to go riding or whatever, I'd have sent him. And then you know, there used to be, and I don't know if there has been lately, a Santa Claus conference in July there. Like a big retreat thing.
yeah.
And we were gonna go one year, and I've been gonna ask him if he would like to try to do that. And we just everything has been so up in the air the last few years. But now that mom is a whole lot more settled, as soon as we get this house business taken care of with her, it will allow us to do things, even if all we did was go to Branson and then come back here. um, it's not that far.
Dana says, when Scott is with me, I power shop and spend way too much money.
Oh, I put things back and I put things back and I put things back. That still didn't help my shopping spree at all. Um, I tried to be very, very good, but it just didn't help. It just kept. Mhm. Yeah, power shopping is not a good thing to do. And this was a store, Dana, that I couldn't make up my mind. There were so many things I had never seen before. Um, and they had full lines of things, like when you go in some places and you find okay, you find these, right? And you can't find but just a few sets of them, but they have all of it. That's the thing. When you go in there, they have it all. And oh, I really like that page. That came out good. I didn't realize I was so far away today. There we go. I love how the stitching kind of on this page is from the other side. So, yep, yep. Came out good. I was in trouble, Dana. I spent way more money than I should have. But I had been pretty good for our trip. I had not I hadn't bought a lot of stuff because we hadn't been any place that had major. The I bought mementos at all of the national parks. Um, postcards and little charms and things like that, but nothing big. So I had been pretty good. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, let's see here. That is that page. Hmm. 30 minutes? Oh, Jeff would know better than to give me 30 minutes. He would know I'd do that. Oh my goodness. Oh, Dana, yep. Yeah.
But when you can't decide, you just have to buy it all.
Well, and
See,
that's
that's the
what you
problem with 30 minutes.
yeah. Oh yeah, I'd have done the same exact thing. Julie says that's looking good, dear.
Thanks.
Did you trim that butterfly, that one?
These two I did.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
because they have huge edges.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, what have we got in here? How about this fun purple one?
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, but I don't think it really fits on this page very
She
well.
says maybe he'll learn not to give me time constraints.
That
You just
yeah,
tell him, honey, you got your choice. Do you want me to spend more time or more money?
yep, yep. That would be. Oh, that's not gonna work either because it's okay. Where's the fold? Less time to think. That's true. Less time to think. Okay, that would work. But it kind of doesn't look right. No, I don't think that looks right.
I don't know if that's better or worse.
Yeah.
I want a little something on this fabric here, but
I'm gonna have to excuse myself again. I'll be right back.
alrighty. Okay, that's better, I think. Except now, I'm not sure I want that. Hmm. There we go. A dancing feather. Yeah, it's a leaf, but you're right. It does kind of look like a dancing feather. Hmm. Okay. I think I like those. I'm gonna make me big, and then I'm gonna bring this in and let y'all look at it better and tell me what you think. You think it needs something else? Does something need to come off? Do I need to scrap it and start over? What do you think? I'll let you look at it for a minute. Mhm. Teresa says, I think it looks great, and it still looks like a dancing feather. That's fine. We're going to make it a feather. It's a dancing feather.
It's a dancing feather. Okay, is
Yeah.
it fabric or is it?
Yeah.
It's
It's
cool. It's really I
it's
like
from
it.
a dress I bought that I loved the fabric, but it didn't fit good,
Uh
and
huh.
I decided, oh, fine, I can use the fabric. So,
That's right. I like the dancing feather.
okay. Okay, I think I'm going to just go with that.
I like that.
And
It's a pleasing layout on both sides.
thank you. I don't think I'm going to put any words on it. I'm just going to do this.
Okay. Mary Kay says, leave it.
Leave it. Okay. I have
Leave it.
permission.
Uh-huh. You do. Mm-hmm.
I have
Mm-hmm.
orders.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm not exactly, happy with any of these things I'm getting out here. So we're gonna just see what we can do with I don't know. I just don't nope, nope, nope. Maybe one of those times where we have to do okay. Don't like any of that stuff. Maybe that rose.
It's 420.
I know. And this stuff is not. Well, that might work if I got out another bird or found another bird. I wonder if I have another bird in my magazine pages that I would like. Yeah, I know. It's amazing how fast the time sometimes goes.
I know. I don't feel like I got anything done today.
I definitely didn't. My brain is kind of sluggish. But I got up that way. Some days you just get up that way.
Yeah.
Okay, there were things in here. There were things in here. Do you
There
know there
were things.
were things? Yes, there were things in there that
Well, I
might.
actually slept from 5 to 8. That's
Oh my goodness.
and so wish I could have slept longer, but then I might not be able to sleep tonight. So, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you never know what's better. But it's miserable to just lay there and get so frustrated you just finally get up. Just forget it.
Yeah. 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 There's times when it does not.
Hey, Barbara, welcome back. It's only
Oh,
2:20 at Mary Kay's, so I guess she thinks we should keep going.
ah. Well, I have to figure out dinner. I like I said, I don't really feel like cooking. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to do something.
me either. And I have something to be easy to cook. I just will have to do it.
Well, I put a pork loin out, but and that won't be hard to cook. But I have some eggplant that from the garden and peppers from the garden and stuff like that I really should get used. And
Yeah,
I just don't feel like fussing with it tonight. So
I don't blame you.
I have to talk to Jeffrey and see what he says. He'll say, "Oh, we don't need to eat that. It's okay."
Yeah,
He
I bet
always,
he will.
he
You can
always,
always eat it tomorrow.
yeah, that's kind of how he feels. We can always eat it tomorrow. Okay.
Brittany says, Yum, it's the third Thursday of the month, which means local American Legion spaghetti dinner for her tonight. Well, that's cool.
Yeah. Oh dear, it's the third Thursday. Oh, I wonder if Jeffrey forgot.
Uh oh.
Mm, he may be so tired he forgot. Um, he has meeting tonight, I think, but it's too late to go now.
What are these Jeep meetings or?
This would be in the metal detecting meeting,
Ah,
if I'm correct.
okay. Goodbye, Teresa.
Bye, Teresa.
Eat
We're
some
not gonna.
dinner and hopefully you'll get to feeling
Yeah,
better.
we're not gonna stay much longer.
No, we're not.
I'm just not finding. This page is not coming together.
Okay.
Nope. I just.
Alrighty. Well, I've got one side of these two that still
Mm-hmm.
need to be done. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spreads. Although they won't
Um.
be spreads in the book. But anyway.
Yeah. I'm about to that same point. It's just this one's not. I think it's time to quit, honestly, because you know how you get,
Yeah, I do.
and nothing's working with this one.
And we were going to quit at 4:30 anyway. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you want to make yourself big and show what you?
what little I accomplished.
Yeah, I don't even know what I accomplished today.
Okay. Well, I did these 2
I like those.
pages.
I was gonna say those came out great.
And then let's see, what else did I do? Oh, I did these 2 pages. So I'm happy with what I did. I just didn't get much done.
Yeah, I think I got
So,
two more pages than you, but I haven't finished them because
because you're
um,
sewing.
because I'm sewing. Yeah, but I did sort of accomplish them. Let's see. This page is gonna go. That's gonna go there, and this is
Bye
gonna be
bye, Holly.
stitched by Holly. This is gonna be stitched up there, and then I'm probably gonna put one of these stickers on this page. I haven't picked which one, but it'll probably be one of the stickers.
It needs to be a bird or a butterfly or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe there's some butterflies on here, but there's also this really nice bird, which I think it was
Yeah.
this
I like the
butterfly.
bird.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
think
about
so,
using it too, but I didn't.
but I
Oh,
think
that
it
would
was
be
this
pretty too.
butterfly because of the color.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that would be gorgeous. Of
You
course, the
know,
bird would really pop since it doesn't match. And it
that's
would
true
go
too.
with your tea bag tag.
Yes, it will. So it's probably going to be the bird, but I probably will trim off some of that white.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
I want to stitch around that piece of paper before I stick it on. So a little bit, and then I was going to offset it a little bit, and then and I think the bird would look really good right there. So I think that's probably what I'll do. And then I did this page, and this, of course, when you open it, it's going to have that underneath it. So
Very
I
cute.
I thought that came out kind of cute. So I'll get that stitched up so that I can finish it. And then this page, I'm going to stitch around this before I stitch this on. And that bird will go up there. That's got one of those leaves I stitched. So,
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't hide the leaf.
oh yeah, oh yeah. I didn't want to hide the leaf. Then I'll stitch around this one too. Um, this one, this particular folio, I have not done anything to the other side yet. And so the leaf is there, but I haven't done anything in here, so I can still stitch on this side. So,
Yeah, that's good.
and then I did this one, which I just this is just a glued down pieces collaged down, but Barbara, I did a video on those ruffles a while back. These ones are alcohol dyed to make tie-dyed tissue paper, and then I made the ruffles with any kind of tissue paper, the tie-dyed tissue paper, the pattern tissue paper. You know, I have some of that white pattern tissue paper now. I need to make some ruffles with it because it would be fun.
Yeah, it would.
But that's all I got done was just those. So you know, I didn't get much more than you did.
Yeah. Well, I figure we've got at least 2 more times probably.
Probably because I haven't done my cover yet.
Yeah. So maybe 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have a cover done. For those of you who
Yeah.
haven't seen, I did make my cover, but
And I need to get that done, and I haven't. So yeah, they're tissue paper, Barbara, not fabric. Um, Barbara, if you message me later so I remember when I get back over to my desk, I will send you links if you don't find them, okay? Um, I know I can find them pretty easily, but if you don't message me, I won't remember. But I dyed the tissue paper in one video, and then I made the ruffles in another video, and I actually took the camera to the sewing machine to show different presser feet and ways to make the ruffles. Just because I have toys, you know, I have pleaters, I have gathering feet, I have ways to make ruffles that make my life real easy. I don't have to pull strings, is what I'm telling you. Oh, but sometimes you can just feed it in, especially with tissue paper. You can just feed it in, and it ruffles. So there was several methods within one video. So and that sounds good, Barbara. If you can't, so and then like I said, I have this little baggie full that I keep down here beside me. So whenever I want it, I've got it. It's kind of nice. I've been using it a lot more lately.
it's easier to do when it's handy.
Well, and it works in this book. That's another
Yeah,
part.
it does.
This particular book it works in. Not every book does it work in. So it would work real well in the fairy book.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. I need to make up a bunch of fabric ruffles um, too. And uh, I also want to make up now that I've been using the little frayed pieces. I want to sit and make some frayed pieces, different sizes.
Yeah.
Um, and I can do that
Watching
whenever I sit.
TV or whatever.
Yeah, well, yeah, when I sit still long enough, that's the problem. Lately, the sitting still, like Monday night when I was watching you,
Uh-huh.
causes me to go to sleep.
Well, that's because you're working so hard.
Yeah.
That's a sign you need to go to sleep.
Oh, probably.
Okay, well, we need to get off, gang.
Yep.
God bless you. We love you. Thanks for coming.
And, and I apologize for yawning.
We'll
Bye-bye.
see you Sunday, Tanya.
Yes, I intend to I do intend to be here Sunday. If
And
something
I'll be
comes
here
up, I'll
Monday. And
yeah,
then
if
we'll be
something
back on Tanya's channel on Tuesday.
Tuesday, and if something
Lord
comes up,
willing,
I'll
and the
definitely
creek don't
put
rise.
yeah, that's right. And the creek don't rise. Uh-huh. So, love y'all. Bye.
Bye bye.